If you've ever had to explain a hashtag to your grandmother, you'll probably understand the need for this episode. As far as social medias go, Instagram is my favorite to just open up and scroll through, but that doesn't mean it's perfect. Let's go through some of the app's more sinnable features, shall we? So the app started out as an HTML5 check-in app, kind of like Foursquare. You know what it was called? Bourbon, like what you end up drinking neat after your selfie only gets 7 likes. For a while, Instagram had a feature where your photos were tagged on a map. Followers, or anyone, depending on your privacy settings, could access that map. Assuming numbers, CSI, and Criminal Minds have told me the truth, that means someone could triangulate your house's location based off your frequented coffee shops. And just when we realized how easy stalking could finally be, they got rid of the option and forced us to go back to our old ways of refreshing Foursquare over and over and over again. In December of 2012, Instagram changed their terms of service, which are mandatory for use, to say that Instagram can use your name, likeness, photos, and stuff you do with anyone without having to pay you. In a strange turn of events, people actually read the terms and conditions, and they got pissed, which prompted Instagram CEO to remove that clause from the terms and conditions. Sent for making people actually read the terms and conditions. A few years ago, Instagram noticed Vine and was like, oh, that's kind of what we do, but with videos. And then they were like, oh hey, what if we do what we do, but with videos? And thus, Vine ended, and Instagram reigned supreme once more. Initially, videos were limited to 15 seconds, but when they realized that Instagram comedy needed at least 16 seconds to get across the really average pandering jokes, they upped it to 60 seconds. I'm pretty sure they went with 60 so they could be expressly 10 times better than Vine. That means we have Instagram to thank for Jake and Logan Paul rising in the YouTube ranks. For all we know, they could have stuck to Vine and never tried breaching the gap from 6 seconds to unlimited upload time. Do you know what you get when you try to bridge the gap from 6 seconds to unlimited upload time? This.
I wrestled an alligator. I dressed up as an old person for the day and went to a retirement home.
Oh yeah.
When Instagram was done with Vine, it turned its red eye towards Snapchat and thought, that's kind of like what we do, but with messaging and disappearing images and no real feeds and a kind of appealing ethereal nature. And it's not really like what we do, but hey, we can do it too. They implemented Instagram Direct in 2013, allowing users to send images and messages to each other. And they continued their Snapchat takedown in 2016 when they added Instagram Stories, allowing users to upload videos and pictures that would disappear in 24 hours. It's just completely 100% ripped from Snapchat, but no one seems to mind. In April of 2017, they added insult to injury by creating augmented reality stickers for Instagram Stories, which is nothing but a clone of the Snapchat augmented reality stickers. Actually, how are they getting away with this? Is there a lawsuit or anything? When the CEO heard comments that they had stolen Snapchat's functionality, his response was to point out that Instagram had always been a combination of other applications and functionalities. Which is kinda like getting caught stealing a candy bar from a grocery store and saying, well, I took a bag of chips last week and an intense milk the week before, so really, who's messing up here? Now, Instagram wasn't content to just kill Vine and steal stories. No. They wanted more, which is why they've created 3 standalone apps that integrate into their platform functionality. 3 standalone apps that no doubt replaced other similar, just as functional apps. Bolt is an app that lets users click on a friend's profile picture and send them a message that disappears once they've seen it. What other app does that sound like? I wonder. Hyperlapse is an app that allows users to time-lapse videos, which is the reason you see the time-lapse yoga workouts every time you open the app, resulting in depression, self-hate, and loathing. Now, Boomerang is perhaps the most offensive of the 3. It allows for users to create 1-second videos that go back and forth in an infinite loop. It's like boring short Vine, and Vine was already boring short Vine. There's no reason for it to exist, and yet, here we are. Boomeranging. Instagram has occasionally been the catalyst for controversy, if not the source. In August of 2017, the wife of the current Treasury Secretary posted a photo of herself stepping off a government plane for a government function wearing extremely expensive clothing. A photo that contained a description detailing how expensive her clothing was. When a commenter called her #deplorable for using taxpayer dollars on her getaway, she retorted by saying that she paid way more in taxes than that woman would ever want to. Class act. There was also a bit of an issue in 2013 when drug dealers started posting images of their supply with corresponding hashtags to increase sales. Facebook, who owns Instagram, has created a dedicated team just to review the drug information. Gotta say, Sounds like a pretty chill team to be on. In 2015, Instagram made the mistake of removing the post of a well-known Tumblr poet. The photo was of a period bloodstain, which is indistinguishable from any other bloodstain, mind you, and Tumblrian poets everywhere were outraged at this seemingly sexist censorship. No word yet on whether or not the poet has been pelted with tampons in her local gym locker room. In April of 2016, the app decided to throw users a curveball and switch up how their timelines work, so that users would see more photos from users they'd previously liked photos from. The photos appear out of order, meaning that either Instagram programmers have a unique understanding of time travel, or Instagram no longer has any right to call feeds timelines. The worst part? A lot of people don't even know the algorithm has been changed. A UK study from 2017 determined that Instagram is the worst social media for young mental health. I'm guessing this might have something to do with the like-based system that makes popular people more popular while everyone else has to fight just to be seen on time travel lines. Users only had a few years of ad-free bliss until the company started monetizing their platform in 2013. You've probably noticed the ads that pop up in your feed every once in a while. Well, unless you make a habit of following official brand Instagrams in order to maintain the illusion of control. And finally, starting in May of 2016, users were allowed to change their personal accounts to business accounts. Business accounts have access to analytics regarding their Instagram streams. But to sign up, you have to have an official Facebook page, which anyone can make with any old Facebook account. So if you're wondering why your little sister's Instagram says she's a professional Musical.ly artist, now you know. Also, make her stop. Musical.ly's awful.
I can't stop it.